Good morning. I hope everybody's looking forward to the start of the work week tomorrow. I know I sure am. I just found out I have a hearing on Monday morning at 9 a.m. for a case that I know nothing about. So that will be fun. My boss goes in over the weekend and plans out the week. Who's going to do what hearing, who's going to have a conference with what client or whatever. And there's a cat meowing. There's a kitty cat meowing. Anyway, I just found out that I have a hearing at 9 a.m. Monday morning for a case that I've never even heard of and know nothing about. So that'll be fun. What could possibly go wrong? Speaking of knowing nothing, Ben put up a video that I thought was interesting. They posted it in my Discord, and it was interesting. The basics of it are, the premise is that somebody, a fan, I'm going to assume, sent Ben an email or a letter asking for Ben's advice about how to do an audit of a police station in New York. And Ben, thinking that it was something appropriate and something he should be proud of, did a 10-minute Google search. I'm being generous with the amount of time that he spent doing the Google search, and apparently responded with some links to things that Ben thought were on point. And Ben told the guy, you don't have to pay to fly me out there. There are already auditors in New York who are more than willing to help you out. So all praise Hero Ben, the NJ diver of the information world. Now, where did Ben go wrong? Well, I think Ben first went wrong by putting that video up. Ben is trying to do a brag. That's a brag video. You know, how do you know it's a brag video? Because he offered no information in it. He offered no information. The only thing that we get out of that was that somebody somewhere thinks Ben's important enough and smart enough to ask Ben information on how to do an audit. And that poor person is a retard, because you're asking a guy who doesn't do audits. You're asking a guy with no legal training, with no expertise, no knowledge. His line of expertise has come from watching other people's videos, for fuck's sake. And he's just not. So it's a brag video. It's a brag video. Look how important I am. And you can hear it in a lot of other. I've heard it in some of Pound Sand's recordings. Ben will brag that, so and so called him. He loves that. Oh, John called me. Teresa called me. Oh yeah, you got Felipe calls me. Blah blah blah. So and so calls me. I'm not saying that any one of those people actually called him. I'm just using that as, I don't remember who all exactly he said, but he loves to say that. He loves to be important. So I think it was a brag video. That's my interpretation. No, I'm not psychic, but that's all I could think of, because again, he didn't offer anything of actual import. No insight. Nothing of substance. But another place that he went wrong is he should have said, talk to a local attorney. Why? Why would you say that? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Number one, a local attorney has knowledge, skill, and experience in being able to determine what is or isn't legal. That local attorney is going to be able to look up the local ordinances and analyze them. He's going to be able to look up state cases, state court opinions, and analyze them. He's going to be able to look up circuit court opinions and analyze them. And by analyze them, I don't mean just look at the case itself. I mean apply the opinions, find the right cases and apply the right opinions, the right analysis to the facts. What police station are you going to audit? Is there anything special about it? Is it connected to a jail or a prison? Is it connected to a courthouse? Lots of different issues, lots of different facts. Where do you plan on filming in that police station? In the courtyard, in the lobby, in the hallways? Where are you planning on filming? What time of day? Are you going to be armed? So many factual questions that a real attorney would ask that Ben isn't smart enough to ask. Ben is not smart enough and not educated enough to ask the right questions. Links are basically meaningless. That's why I discount Finbar Martin and NJ Diver and the other link droppers. Here's a link to a case. Congratulations. Now analyze it. Maddie is engaged in some sort of a criminal justice degree right now, constitutional corner. And one of the things that she had to do was write an analysis of a case. And she thought it was just to kind of see if she read the case, and it's not. It's to see if you understand the case. It's to see if you could pull out, I'm guessing, the relevant holdings, the relevant language, so that you could then apply it to other fact patterns. It's not just reading a link. Everybody wants to know the black and white. You know, is it legal if I do this? And a lawyer's going to tell you it depends. It really depends. It always depends. So there you go. Now, as I have been monkeying around with my Discord server a bit, trying to there's an issue that we've been experiencing where people come in, they'll take the avatar of a known person and the screen name of a known person, and they will show up as that person and use that to basically try to camouflage their way into chat without having to say hi to me. And it's my house. And you want to come into my house and you want to listen to the conversations without saying hi to me. I don't know, that's just kind of rude. So I've done a couple things to curb that particular abuse. Anybody can come in. I'm not trying to keep anybody out. Obviously Ben is welcome. Obviously Earl can come in if Earl ever wants to face the music and have a bunch of people asking him why he's a rapist and what's his favorite caliber of raping pistol. Anybody's welcome in there. Everybody's welcome in there. But if you want to just sit there and listen, you got to say hi to me first. That's all you got to do. All you have to do is say, "Hi, Merb, I have an assistant." And then you're free to lurk the rest of your days. You can lurk forever. It's not a big deal. I'm not playing spy versus spy. There's no illicit planning in there. I don't plan things. There are people in there who have their own little secret discords who like to plan ops, which I think is fucking retarded, but you know, it's their right to do it. I'm not playing spy versus spy. It's not my Discord server versus Ben's Discord server. That's bullshit. That's childish. I am welcoming of anybody who wants to come in there and listen, because maybe you'll learn something. Even if I'm not there, there are people in there who've been actually listening to what I've been saying and may be able to point you in the right-ish direction. So yeah, there is one voice chat area. That's where I will, if I ever get a guest again, if my producer ever gets me a guest, that's where I will hold the Sunday interview. That's open to everybody. Doesn't matter if you have a role assigned or not. You could come in there and sit there and listen. You never have to say a word. You could hang out in there all day, 24/7. But the other areas, there's 3 other. All you have to do is have a role. Everybody with a role has access to them. And in order to get a role, all you have to do is say, "Hi, Merb, I have an assistant." And you don't even have to say it to me. I've given 5 or 6 other people the power to assign roles, and they know who they are. And if they abuse it, well, then they will lose that power instantly. And that's the only power they have. They're not special for it. I just think that they're mature enough and they understand my philosophy well enough that they're not going to abuse it. So they will allow the free speech to flow. And all you have to do is tell me or them, "Hi, Merb, I have an assistant." And then you're welcome to come in. So if you think that toll is too high, and if you think I have abandoned my free speech principles, well, you're welcome to your opinion. And I welcome your opinion, and you are welcome to discuss your opinion on my Discord server or in my comments or wherever you want. Again, I'm not restricting anybody's ability to do it. All you have to do is say, "Hi, Merb, I have an assistant," and then you're 100% free to go anywhere and everywhere. Say what you want. Post links, whatever, have fun. Anyway, I think I've made my point sufficiently. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great day. One quick addendum that I left off the other video. Another reason why you want to ask a local attorney for advice on whether it's legal to film in the manner that you are desiring to film in the place where you're desiring to film is because lawyers can be sued for malpractice if they give you bad legal advice, if you get arrested, charged, convicted, sued, anything like that based on their faulty advice, then you have a recourse available. There are other attorneys who will happily sue the shit out of the attorney who gave you the bad legal advice. There are no attorneys who are going to sue Ben for sending you links, because Ben washed his hands of responsibility where a local attorney cannot. So bear that in mind. That's the end of this addendum. I might think of more, and if I do, awesome. If not, have a great day.